I'm here today with my live stream a little later. I have a guest today. His name is at John G. Olson on Hive, and he's going to be here to talk to us today about his newest project, which is Leo Live. So I'm going to bring him in a minute here, and he's going to talk to us about his project. Hey, John. Hi. How you doing?
Oh, trying to make sure the kids are taken care of and the
Oh, I
birds are
can't hear
gone and
you.
the
Wait a
zoo
minute.
is kind of quiet. So.
Something's muted. I think you're muted.
Am
Are
I?
you muted?
Let's see. Audio. Nope.
Oh boy.
There. No. Mm-mm. I am not muted. I can see my little green thing going up and down and up and down. Hello.
I'm not muted.
Hello.
I can't hear you.
Well, I ain't muted because I
Oh
can
boy.
see the little green thing going up and down. Let's see. Hello.
Is your
Hello.
mic unmuted?
I'm coming through.
This is weird.
You have me muted. Somehow you have it muted. Do you have the browser muted? It is not me.
Okay, what is going on? Let me. What'll happen if I refresh?
Muted.
Okay, I think I got it now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So, how was your day? How was your little drive?
Oh, it's fine. No complaints. It's only -30 here, so it's okay.
Which is, I have no idea.
When it's that cold, it's the exact same.
Okay.
It's pretty much the exact same. Celsius,
Okay.
Fahrenheit, whatever. That might be. I don't even know. I have no idea. It's cold, but we've been lucky. It hasn't been cold until this week, so I can't.
Yeah, it's
complain.
been pretty. It's staying pretty mild here. It's going to try and snow during the night. We'll see.
Perfect. Yeah, I threw this out on. I threw this out on your Threadcast. I rethreaded it, so try to get people here. Hopefully, if not, they need to wake up. Anyways, sorry.
Let's see.
One sec. I'll get this out.
All right. Yeah, we'll give them a couple minutes if anybody shows up.
Yeah. What is going on? Why can't I? Yeah, I'm trying to. Get this threaded out again. All right. Threaded it again. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm back.
Don't worry.
Mm. So Task was here last week, was he?
Yeah, Friday. We had fun with that.
Oh, nice.
We had a rough start, but we got the technology handled and had a nice talk.
Oh yeah, no worries. Restream is pretty easy to figure out. It's what we used for years, right? So
Yes.
yeah. Are those your books behind you?
No, I don't own this many books. This is a virtual background because there is no room in this house for that many books.
Oh, I've totally ran out of space to put my books, so I got to buy another bookshelf. I got half of my books are actually 3,000 miles east of here, and
Oh,
then
wow.
yeah, they're at my mom's house when we moved out east there a couple of years ago, but we didn't bring them all back because
Oh, okay.
books are heavy.
Yes.
Yeah,
It costs lots of money to transport if you
they do. They do for sure. Yeah, yeah.
know, a lot of what I have behind this background is movies, actually. We have an extensive DVD collection.
Oh, really? Yeah. So what's on the agenda? What do we got? What are we doing?
So
What are we
today
talking about?
I want you to talk about your new project, your Leo Live.
Oh, I
Um,
mean, it was um, I mean, I guess it's no real secret. I tapped out of the affiliate marketing stuff. I'm just, 25 years of my life dedicated to it. I just had enough and um but there's some things in affiliate marketing that I did over the years that I really enjoyed doing, and obviously live streaming is one of them. And I've always had a passion for helping people out and talking to people, and Leo is obviously a big focus of mine in 2024. So I said, well, this is kind of a no-brainer. I should set up a live stream like I did for years and years and years in affiliate marketing, where I basically just showed up on camera and gave people tips, tricks, and stuff on how to build their online business. And I figured, well, why don't I do that for Leo, just on but a content creator's point of view? So, what are tools and strategies we can look at to help people's accounts grow on Leo? What are some of the things that, might be people might have heard a million times, but like, let's put it into practice. Let's show them how to build this stuff step by step. And if they have questions, answer the questions. So that's really the idea behind Leo Live, is just being in front of people and knowing that the more people get the tools to create something on chain, specifically with Leo, the more they'll stick around. And the more they stick around, the more invested they get, not necessarily money, but time, emotion. They get invested into communities. They want to stick around. They want to help the communities grow. And in a small way, I hope that me doing these lives every Wednesday just gets people fired up to use Leo, to stack Leo, to actually use this Web3 stuff, because that's really important. I think we need to be products of our product. And if we're sitting there talking about Web3 and we're, oh, yeah, Web3 is great, it's the future, and then we're sitting on TikTok all day, I mean, we're hypocrites. So you have to live this stuff. And the problem is, most people get into this stuff and they don't know what to do, because they get on and they're like, okay, I'm new.
and now what?
And now what? Yeah, what do I do? Hi. So they need okay, hi, come hang out. Let's talk. What are you stuck on? Is there anything you need? Let's build a schedule for you. You want a weekly schedule of what you should be doing on Leo? No problem. Here's a checklist we can work through. Here's some tips and tricks that will help you get more traction on your posts. And just sit there with people. So yeah, while it's not affiliate marketing per se, a lot of the stuff that I did in affiliate marketing, I'm just gonna bring to Leo. So that for me is the no-brainer of no-brainers. It's just
Mhm.
hanging out with people and talking shop. So yeah, that's the project
And you
in a
brought
nutshell.
up something one of the things you brought up in your, goals post the other day was about curation APR and, increasing that, and how do you go about doing that?
So it's, let's say, you know, when the rewards curve was different on the blockchain, you
Mm-hmm.
could really gamify curation. Like, you knew what minute after the person pressed publish that if you upvoted it, then you'd get the maximum APR. So you could have gamified it, you know, so much more 2 or 3 years ago. People made a killing doing that. Knowing at 5 minutes, as soon as it hit 5 minutes, boom, you get in before all the whales start upvoting. You're going to get a bigger chunk of the curation rewards compared to the. It was super confusing. It was ridiculous. We changed the rewards curve. Now it doesn't matter. You can vote it at 5 minutes or 5 hours. Your curation window is a 24-hour window now. You don't have to be first to upvote it to get the maximum rewards. And the way it works is 50-50. So if I upvote your content, my upvote is worth 20 cents. You get 10 cents. I get 10 cents. Bob's your uncle. Simple, easy, very straightforward. The way that I've seen how to increase APR with your curation is actually curating more. So what's really cool about Leo is that even though these are posts underneath the bigger post of Leo that goes up every single day, we are still getting rewarded for curating content on Leo in the form of threads. Now, I'm not going to upvote someone 100% on a thread, but I'm going to upvote them 5%. I'll upvote them 10%. And all of that, I'm getting 50% back. So how I've seen how to increase APR with curation on blockchain now is by curating more. And I, you know, sometimes my voting power goes down to like 75% because I'm trying to spread it out as much as I
Right.
can. I think a 5 to 10% upvote, you can upvote more people. Now, yeah, you know, getting an upvote from me at 5% is nothing compared to getting an upvote from a whale at 5%. But it adds up. And
Right.
the way the way that the curation rewards work, I get 50% of it back. So if I'm upvoting someone for 20 cents, I get 10 cents worth of crypto in my back pocket in 7 days. So it's this win-win that why this blockchain is so powerful. So this is why we need people more active. The more active you are, the more curation rewards you get, the more creation rewards you get. So
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's not easy for people to, I don't know, grasp or keep up with. Because, like, how much of your time during the day do you spend curating posts on, like, Leo?
I
Like,
mean,
is it a designated amount of time, or do
no.
you, like, spread it out throughout the day?
Yeah, I spread it out throughout the day, and the best thing about Leo is a big, you know, now obviously things aren't 100%. This is a lot of bootstrapping going on. The groundwork foundation is being built. But what's really cool is that they have a big emphasis on the mobile side of things. So today, when I was driving, I was actually driving my mother-in-law. She had to go into town, so I'm sitting there waiting for her when she had an appointment. I'm in the car. I'm on my phone upvoting people. I even did a little video and threw it out on Twitter and Facebook to clown all the people that talk about Web3 that don't even use Web3. But I'm sitting there upvoting people mobile on my mobile phone. So this is what's great about an app like Leo, and it's not just Leo on Hive. There's a lot of apps that have a mobile focus, ECNC, DBuzz, the whole nine, but I can curate people on the go. I don't have to be in front of my computer. And if you look at Leo, if you look at the general population of Leo, majority of the people, I wouldn't, maybe not the majority of people, but there's a big chunk of people on Leo that just create, curate, engage all on mobile. So this is obviously where everything is not even going. It's where it is in online business. You have to be mobile. So just use your phone. No excuse for us not to be able to like some people's stuff or take a picture and post it and comment on other groups. It's all there. So
So there's a Leo app because I've been going, like, when I do go on my phone, I go through Keychain and go to the website. But is there an actual app for? No, that's
No,
the
they made the decision to just start, to stick with a mobile version that kind of, it loads on the phone properly. So you have options. You can load it up on Keychain, which is what I did today, in the browser on Keychain, or you can
Mhm.
go to your browser that you have on your phone. Like I got the Brave browser on my phone, or I have the Safari browser because I have an Apple phone. You just go there, you paste in your posting key, and you're good to go. The apparently that way is how they developed it. They didn't design it to work 100% with the Keychain browser, even though the Keychain browser generally works pretty good. Their development side of things is been focused on the mobile side of things with the browsers that you get on your phone. So going to leo.io in your browser on your phone, it loads really easily and quick and good to go. So I prefer it on Brave or Safari, but if I get logged out because, it's posting keys and stuff,
Right.
I stick with Keychain's browser, which is working fine.
So you basically go to your Keychain and take the key and copy it and paste it over.
Posting key though,
Posting, right?
posting key. Then that's, get confused. Like people join this blockchain and they're like, what do you memo key, posting key, active key? What are you talking? Like, I mean, this is part of the problem with onboarding people to this blockchain is that you hit them with that on day one. They're just like,
Wait, what?
yeah, exactly. Like, where's my forget password button? Where that's what I want, and it's tough, but obviously the more you use it, the more you understand it. The only time you need your active key or your master key is when you're doing transitional things with your wallet. If you're just posting comments, whatever, liking people's comments, whatever, it's all just posting key. So, yeah. And then they can't power down, right? And this is obviously Keychain is solid, but even let's say something happens and someone gets your posting key, they can't power down with that. They can like other people's stuff. Maybe they drain your voting power by voting 100% for their own stuff or something. I don't know. But, posting key is the way to go on mobile. That'd be my advice.
Yeah, because they can't get anything out of your.
No, they can like other people's stuff, make a comment. They can post on your behalf, but they can't get your Hive power or your Leo power without the active key. So don't post active keys on your phone. No, 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 please. Yes, disclaimer.
Okay, so what are some of the things you have planned coming up for, like, the next Leo Live, or do you want to keep that a surprise? Or
No, I mean, if anyone has ever followed me, they know I have quite a few things in my arsenal, mainly journals, pieces of paper with ideas. So I actually have a full slate of planned events for Leo Live. Last week we were, it was just more of an intro of getting people fired up, and so now going forward, I want to start talking tools and things that you should be having, down the road. I want to dive into Canva and why it's important to use images in all of your content, why it's important to use things, that we have here that make it easier for people to engage with us. So this is the big thing for me on Leo Live is I want people to create stuff and engage with stuff where they would engage with. So if I'm seeing your content and I want to engage with that as a content creator, I want to look at what you're doing and I want to model it. So ask yourself, what is making me click on something? What is making me talk to this person, engage with this person? So giving people tools to make their stuff more attractive to generate more clicks, more upvotes, more engagement, more sharing. That's the game plan for Leo Live. So now that we've kind of got everyone excited and fired up, and I got literally 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 weeks right now of content planned for each show for the next 4 weeks, which is kind of ironically one of the things I'm going to be talking about: planning your week, planning your month, which is really important in content creation, because the last thing you want to be doing every day is going, what am I going to write about? No, have it planned. Plan it out. Plan your week. Plan your day. Your future self will thank you.
Yeah, one of the things I'd like to do for this is get more people coming on here to talk about what they're up to. Because me just sitting here rambling on is just like, yeah, whatever, okay.
Well, yeah, but this is the way to do it. Like we're going story time with Django again. I remember going to online marketing seminars offline, so traveling around North America, going to these events, and you'd always see and back then we had these things called flip cams. All the kids don't know what they were, but we didn't have cameras on our phones back then, folks. I know it's a brand new world now, but we had these little portable camcorders.
Oh, right, yeah.
They're called flip cams, right? We used to give them out at CTP. We'd get it branded with CTP and send them out to people as gifts. But you'd always go to these events, and you'd always go, and sure, people would go to the seminars and they'd be listening to people talking and this, that. And then there was always people at the bars networking and whatnot. But you'd always look the corners. There'd always be some guy or girl with a flip cam with 2 chairs sitting there with a marketing expert interviewing them. And this was actually a strategy back then on how to get on the radar of all of the gurus in internet marketing and to get them to email for you, was to go and interview people. And the more you're interviewing people, the more things get shared. Now, again, I'm a nobody in the world of social media or anything, but I have a following on Hive. It's not massive like Task. I mean, Task is the king. But what happened today? You brought me on your show, so now it's not only you promoting your show, I start promoting your show. I start telling people, hey, we're going live. And it's not a million people here, but we got Sadcree is hanging out, talking in the Threadcast right now. And he wanted to know who I was. It was a running joke today. He was like, who are you? And I just said, I'm a troll. But he's in the Threadcast right now. And maybe he would have not found it unless, Task shared your show last week. I shared your show this week. I mean, this is how you build up relationships in social media. Interview people. People love talking. Hi. I won't shut up. You start asking me about crypto and Web3 and I'll ramble on and on and on. So people love to talk, and people love to share when they are talking. So that's a little tip. Just what you're doing, Lisa. Exactly what you're doing. Hey, Task, want to come on and talk about what you're doing? Hey, John, you want to come on and talk about what you're doing? Hey, so-and-so, want to come on and talk about what you're doing? Easy. So.
Yeah, because I remember when I was doing those My 1440 things, those were, yeah. I haven't done one in a while, but, I'd love to get people to come on and start doing that again, because hearing about how people spend their time online or spend their time in general, how you invest your time, really.
Yep. Yeah, and it starts off, I shared the story the other day. Like when I started doing TE Live back in the day, I had 2 people come at the first couple of weeks. Me and my business partner back then, and I think my mom showed up and a friend of mine. That was it for weeks. It takes time to build these things. And like for anyone that's getting started in this, and they get frustrated and flustered, you don't worry about what the results are right now. You're not that's ego. That's ego talking. Oh, I need to have 20 people listening to me. Oh, I need to have 200 people listening to me. That's ego talking. You need to get better at what you're doing. So go slow. Get one person. Encourage that one person to show up the next week. Build a relationship with that one person. Then the week after that, get that person to bring someone else, or you work to get someone else. And now you have 2 people coming all the time. And you start a community of raving fans. And it's not 3,000. I've said this for years. Probably heard me say this a lot in the old affiliate marketing training. Build a list. I'll build a list of 3, not 3,000. Meaning get your core 3 group of people, treat them like gold, get them passionate about what you're doing. They'll be the greatest marketing team you're ever going to need. They will spread the word. They will talk about this stuff. Look at an example right now on Hive. Anytime Cal goes live, anytime Eric goes live, the Cryptoholics goes live, anytime Task goes live, we have people talking. We see people talking about the fact that they're going live. Now, is it 20,000 people talking about it? No. It's a handful. That's what you focus on. You focus on small, passionate communities that grow into bigger things. So, buy my stuff.
So it's like learning to earn $274 a day instead of you can earn $1,000 a day affiliate marketing. Not today.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the Rome wasn't built in a day thing, right? And for me, I've always thought that if you can teach someone how to, well, we'll put it into Leo terms. If you teach someone how to generate 2.7 Leo a day every day for a year, they've now generated 1,000 Leo. Now you don't look at the price of Leo, right? 1,000 Leo, what was that? $60? It's not right now. That's not going to set the world on fire. But if you're doing 2.74 Leo a day, put that into trying to get 27 Leo a day. Now, if you do that every single day of the year, you're getting 27,000 Leo in a year. Now it's building. Now it's building. After you learn how to do the 27 Leo a day, it's very easy to 10x that and get 270 Leo a day. Very easy. Very easy. You just got to learn how to do the small things first and do them really, really, really well. Then the magic happens. But people get so... They overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. And that's what you need to focus on. How do you grow it slow, consistently, then build it over time? So.
Yeah.
Buy my stuff.
Buy our stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's, one of the things I like about being around here is that there's not a whole lot of promotion, a lot of... It's more the social interaction rather than buy our stuff.
Yeah, well, this is the beautiful thing about this blockchain is that the social media stuff is built right into it. And if you're building relationships with people, the affiliate marketing way is like, I need to build relationships with people to get them on my funnel so I can pitch them something when they're in my funnel and I can try to sell them something. What I'm trying to sell people on here is exactly what you just said about. I'm trying to sell them on pressing follow on my account. That's my metric. It's not the only metric I look at, but it's one of the metrics I look at. Am I growing my account here? The crypto is doing its... The more active you are, you're going to grow your crypto. But one of the metrics, that's the old 5,500, 5,000 formula that I talked about on the previous blockchain 6 years ago, was that you want to start getting your ducks in a row to get 500 followers. That's what's important. Get your followers here, because the more people that are following you, the more people will see when you make a post, the more people will engage with you, which translates into more influence, which translates into more crypto, which translates into more everything. So don't try to, well, no one, like you said, no one's really pitching anything here. It's not like buy my product or anything like that here. It's, you're selling yourself. You're trying to say, okay, I'm someone that you want to follow. I'm someone who adds value to other people. So how do you position yourself as someone that is followed? And to me, it's showing up every day and giving people value. You do that.
That's the thing. I mean, here it's easy to be a product of the product because it's so, and you're doing social media anyway, so you might as well be here. I mean, this just makes a whole lot more sense.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to have an auto ship of so many products every month or whatever. It's like,
yeah. There's no PV or BV or whatever they call the personal value, business value, or whatever the MLMs call it. I lost track. I can't keep up with that anymore. I'm such a bad taste in my mouth from all that stuff. But whatever.
You and me both.
Yeah, no, you just need to be yourself. And I know that sounds such like a, oh my gosh, yeah, that's easy for you to say, but that's the way. There's no easy button unless you come onto this stuff with tens of thousands of followers that you can bring over to the good side of the force, or you see it on the blockchain. Whales buy a whole lot of Hive and immediately they become a person of influence. So you have two options, really. No, three options. Let's say you have three options. You can come onto this thing and you have tens of thousands of followers on Web 2 and you bring them over. Now you have followers on Web 3, no problem. You can buy a whole lot of tokens. You're immediately a person of influence because people want to be around the person with all of that. They want to know who it is so they can get on the good side. Or you grind. I don't have money to be dumping. I didn't come into this stuff. I've literally had my blockchain experience on the worst 6 years of my adult life. Like hell and back. So I didn't have what a lot of these people, well, I'm buying Bitcoin. I don't have that. I haven't had that for 6 years. I had that in a previous life when I was Mr. Internet Marketer, but we all know about PayPal and what that does to people. You have to grind. If you don't have the 10,000 followers, if you don't have the $10,000 a month to be dumping into crypto, you have to grind. You have to show up and put in the work, which is very easy to say and a lot harder to do. But
right, to stay committed to that.
It's hard to do that when you see the price of these tokens are 34 cents for Hive and 6 cents for Leo, and everyone's talking about Solana and Bitcoin's at $47,000, and you hear all and everything on Ethereum is just to the moon. It's hard. It's hard. You keep questioning yourself, like, oh, I missed out. I'm feeling like the captain of the Titanic. I'm either going with this ship to New York or we're plunging into the Atlantic. What are we doing here? And it's tough. It's tough because it's negative self-talk. You start telling yourself, I made the wrong decision. I should have went into this. I should have got into that. But I don't know of anyone who has been successful from jumping from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. Everyone who's successful in anything in life picks one or two things and focuses on that. And they block the noise out and they just keep going. So, is it a guarantee? No, it's not a guarantee, but it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
You just focus on a couple things. So.
Yeah, I've pared my tokens down to, just a few. And
that's all I'm doing. I mean, last year I made the decision to get out of a lot of stuff I was into, and uh, this year it's more. I've made the decision to take profits, and not that Hive is $3 a token right now. So I don't mean it like that. I'm talking, instead of just sitting there and sitting on it, I'm going to use this stuff for buying things, paying bills, putting food on the table. I'm going to actually use some of the stuff that I'm earning here instead of just sitting on it. I'm going to sit on what I'm sitting on, but everything new that's coming in, I'm not going to just sit on it forever and ever. Because what are we doing here, right? I mean, we're not here for the benefit of our health.
No, trying to make a living.
Trying to make a living off this stuff. So it's the first little bit that you hear, you need to give it some patience, and you need it to grow, and you need it to get going. You need the engine to start running. But once it's running, that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna just hey, I got $5 from this. I'm gonna go and put it into a savings account, or I'm going to go buy some tokens with it, or I'm going to go and flip it for Hive and stack up. And then at the end of the week, take it out. Hey, look, I got the bill for Canva is due. I'm going to pay the bill for Canva. Hey, I got a cell phone bill that's due. I'm going to pay it with what I'm earning here. So while it's not supporting my family, obviously, we need Hive to go to quite a bit more than 34 cents. It's, it's going to help. So. Yeah.
And even, those little bills, those are like money that you're not taking out of your regular overhead.
Yep. And it works. If you show up here, you're not, again, it depends on where you are in the world too, right? I mean, $5 for you and I is a large fries at McDonald's these days, but $5 for someone around the world could feed a family for a week. So it's and this is the beautiful thing about the blockchain, is that it's not limited by geographic imaginary lines on the globe. Everyone can win here. So yeah, I mean, I love it. I think Hive and Leo is truly life-changing for people, and one day the world will realize it. So we hope. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we hope. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you, John, for coming on here and talking to us today. I appreciate your time.
For sure. Oh, my pleasure. And thank you guys for watching in Threadcast there. I see a sad cry. I made sure sad cry, sorry. Sad cry or sad cry. I don't know. The guy from Toronto. My brother from Toronto. There you go. So.
All right. Well, you guys have a good rest of your evening. And I'll see you on the Leo Live on Wednesday, John.
Oh, I'll be there with bells on.
Now that you've gotten the whole trucking thing out of your system.
What a waste of time that was.
Well, no. Well, I mean, you did learn something out of it.
I learned how to hate the trucking industry.
Well, that's kind of like me with the restaurant industry.
Oh, at least you got paid, though.
Well, there is that. Not a lot, but I got paid.
I'm still owed like $8,500 from this stupid company I worked for. So
I can't even imagine that.
It's absolute insanity. You just go to their Google reviews, and you just every single driver is on there now just saying these guys aren't paying, they're criminals, they're crooks. And yeah,
I just don't understand how they get away with that, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah. They know they can, because they have 20 weeks from the time that they stopped paying people before the government even looks at the cases that we filed with the government. So they have 20 weeks before they have to answer to it. So they're trying to get as much money as they can over the next 20 weeks and probably file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And then get out of it and never pay anyone what they owe. So
okay, well, we will see you guys again later on.
how's that for an ending?
Oh yeah, I understand that feeling though in a
Yeah.
different context, but
Yeah.
Okay, well, you guys have, like I said, a good rest of your evening, and I will see you here again tomorrow afternoon, probably at the regular scheduled time.
Yep.
All
Later.
right. All
Take
right.
care.
Bye-bye, John.